Hello and welcome to the 2021 Macabre Month of Horror. If you're new to the Brickwall Pictures channel, the Macabre Month of Horror is a yearly series I do every October where I look back at and review horror films from all around the world. Make sure you check out past years' Macabre Months of Horror. Links to each full playlist are in the description. Today I'm going all the way back to 1964 Japan for the Oscar-nominated Woman in the Dunes, which marked the first time a Japanese director was ever nominated at the Academy Awards for the Best Director prize.
調査ですか。
僕は学校の教師ですよ。
でも上りのバスはもうしまいだが。
しかしどっか泊まるところぐらいあるでしょう。
I'm going to reveal virtually nothing about the plot of this one because it's best to go in completely blind, so no spoilers here. All I will say in regards to the plot is that it follows an entomologist who goes on a trip to the desert and encounters a woman in the dunes. It's not a super plotty kind of film. It's more about the experience than the literal story. If I had to describe Woman in the Dunes in a single word, it would be atmospheric, or perhaps moody, or maybe just sand. The all-encompassing atmosphere of Woman in the Dunes becomes clear from the very first frame of the film. The purposeful cinematography manages to at times feel claustrophobic despite being set in the wide-open expanse of the desert. There's an interesting push and pull between being large-scale and being extremely confined. The choice to frame with the sky in so many of the shots and fill the frame from the horizon down with nothing but sand makes for plenty of striking visuals and is a great way to convey a sense of scale and scope, both large and small. The framing expands yet diminishes. Much is owed to the score and sound design of the film. Again, from the very first frame of the film, the musical score is in place and setting the tone right off the bat. Those strained string instruments clue you into the tone before a single word is spoken. The sound design can be rather minimal for stretches of the film, but the rushing wind, falling sand, and dripping water keep the acoustic environment rich at all times. The camera work, combined with the alluring sound design, is frequently nothing short of mesmerizing. Woman in the Dunes doesn't feel nearly as old as it is. The cinematography in many ways was ahead of its time. The camera is so much more energetic and full of life than you'll find in many films from the early 1960s. I'll go out on a limb here and call this one of the best looking films of the entire decade. At just short of 2.5 hours, there isn't a single wasted shot. The creative and at times dreamlike visuals are likely to take your breath away more than once while watching. The desert imagery just might be the best I've ever seen. Of all the movies and scenes I've watched set in deserts, Woman in the Dunes takes the top spot. This is a film that will make you thirsty. There was a point in the movie where I was thinking, fucking hell, I could use some water. And then it took me 40 minutes to realize I was just in my apartment and I had a glass of water right in front of me. I just sat there thirsty that whole time. I was so deeply ingrained in the movie's world, the convenience of drinking water seemed impossible. The sense of texture is unmatched. You can practically feel the sand clinging to your skin, getting in your eyes, and drying out your mouth while watching. It's a psychological film, but also a profoundly sensory film, and it gets the highest recommendation from me. Absolutely check it out if you've never seen it before. It will stick in your mind for a while after watching. Make sure you're subscribed to Brickwall Pictures for the rest of the Macabre Month of Horror. You can follow along with this playlist or any other Macabre Month of Horror playlist. They're all in the description. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.